Hey y'all, I show you a lot about my running, but I don't show a lot about my recovery. Recovery with running is probably one of the most important aspects of running because you always want your body to be in tip top shape and you want your muscles to be functioning correctly and you want everything to be nice, relaxed, and stretched out. So, one of the things that I like to do is I like to start with some static stretches. So, I'll always start with getting my hamstrings nice and stretched. And I do this for about 20 seconds. I like this one because it also stretches out your lower back because of the twisting motion. Next side. This is one of my favorite stretches. I feel like you can just really get into those hamstrings. It also helps with stretching out the muscles in your back. And then we're just going to go down the middle, see if you can touch your toes. Try to bring your chest forward as much as you can, and then lean over. And try to see if you can get deeper and deeper into the stretch. Okay, another one of my favorites is the butterfly pose. So you take your feet, put them together. I like to put my hands underneath my toes and bring my feet as close as I can to my bum. And then you actively try to push down your knees to the ground. And this you should feel in your inner thighs. You should be stretching your groin area. And then if you feel so inclined, you can lean over to get a deeper stretch. Just to continue with the legs and the spine, I like to do these twists. So you lay one leg down, bring your other leg over, place your hand behind you and twist. Make sure you're breathing into all of these poses. And then forward and just hug that leg. Okay. So one thing that a lot of people ignore is your feet. So what I like to do to stretch out my feet a little is come to my toes, and then you can just feel the stretch in your toes. Lean forward, get your toes moving, get them stretched. Straighten one foot, push it down, lift up another foot, push it down, just to make sure that this isn't tight. Another way to stretch out your feet is to stretch out the tops of your feet, and you can do that by laying them down flat and just leaning back. You might also feel this in other parts of your body. Right now, my shins are pretty sore, so I feel them there. This is a good stretch for the top of your feet. But my calf area and my shins are one of my problem areas. So I actually have a calf stretcher. So I use this to get a deeper stretch because my calves get extra tight. So I'll start with the one that needs the most TLC, and then I will just stretch it. I'll probably hold this a little longer, and I'll show you guys from the side what it looks like. It's nice and deep into that calf. I'm gonna just lift it up for a little bit and then go right back into the stretch. Trying to see if I can get it deeper. My next calf, lift it up and go back down again. So that's done. I like to just go down and slowly touch my toes, and then I'll go into ragdoll, which if you touch your hands on your opposite elbow and just sway side to side. I'll come down onto my mat and I'll do a few arm stretches, get to your shoulders and your back. And then my last part of my recovery is I will use my massage gun to go ahead and do some work on my calves. And I will also try to get into the side of my leg because it's a little sore. And if you guys don't have a massage gun, my goodness, are these things lifesavers? They just feel so good. It really gets in there too. Another part of recovery is making sure that you're drinking enough water, especially depending on what part of the world you're in. Right now, I am in Las Vegas, which is very dry. So I have to drink a lot more water than what I would normally do. And another thing that I have been doing is I have been putting electrolytes into my water, which has been helping significantly. So my favorite electrolytes, there's a ton out there, but my favorite electrolytes are the LMNTs. These are really good. They are really salty, but I only use half. So I use half for about 16 to 20 ounces, or you can use the whole one for like a big 40 liter. But what I would recommend is you can always add more, but you can't take it out. So put some in, taste it, see if you want it salty or not. But they have so many great flavors. Like they have the watermelon salt. I also have the citrus salt, which is really good. It kind of gives you like a lemon lime flavor. And then the raspberry salt. These are my 3 favorite flavors, and I ordered a whole bunch. I have enough to last me like a year. So I like to mix this in with my water just to keep my whole body hydrated. And hydration starts the day before. So if you want to be hydrated for the next day, for your next run, make sure you're hydrating a lot the day before. Additionally, you always need to get into your quads. And for me, my quads get really tight. So it starts to affect my hip flexors, and that affects my lower back. So whenever I can feel my hip flexors getting tight and my lower back starting to hurt, I know it's because I need to stretch my quads. Also, my quad tightness, it affects my knees as well. So whenever I feel my knees start to pull and hurt, I know I need to stretch my quads. Your whole body is connected. So a lot of issues that we come across, they can be easily resolved by just stretching more. So if you have an injury, see if stretching helps first, because I thought I was having a serious knee injury before I discovered that I just needed to stretch my quads way more. So I'll even do deep stretches. So if I don't feel that I'm getting deep enough with holding my quads like this, I will even go to a table or a bench, put my leg up like so, and then lean forward. And that really gets a stretch right here into your body, and your quads will be loose after this. It can be kind of uncomfortable. It's a very intense type of discomfort, but as long as you're not feeling pain, then it should be good. So I'll do it that side, and then this side. There we go. And so that's kind of just an overview of how I recover. You know, if you're feeling more sore in one area or you're hurting in one area, make sure that you focus on that. Also, if you need to stay longer in a pose, make sure that you do that. If you need to stay less time in a pose, make sure you do that. The most important thing, dang bandit, the most important thing is honoring your body. But also remember, part of honoring your body is making sure it's a well-oiled machine. Well, thank you all for coming with me and allowing me to show you my rest and recovery routine. I hope to see you on the next start.